Hi everyone, Siavash here, and in this quick video I'm going to talk about how you can actually use webhooks, GHL and OpenAI to create your very own ChatGPT type chatbot. So this is going to be useful for anyone that wants to have control over their chatbot. I know like there's a lot of chatbot right now it's out there that you can use with GHL, such as the conversation AI that is inside the GHL or Zappy Chat, Closebot, and all of those other kind of other chatbots that you pay and use them. They have their own functionality, but if you don't want to spend that much of money and you just want to basically have control over what is happening, and if you are a little bit technical, you can also build it yourself as well and sell it to your clients. This is basically how we build ours. It is not publicly available yet, but this is the basis of what we have built for our clients, and I'm just going to show you how you can actually start doing it. All right, so the first thing is this is the OpenAI API. So this is for more advanced users that they want to actually be able to train their chatbot using the more advanced functionality. You don't need to be like an extremely savvy developer to be able to play with these endpoints. If you are a little bit tech savvy and want to spend some time instead of spending money, you can definitely figure this thing out. But anyway, this is for those of you that want to learn more on how to actually play with the API. So this allows you to have some constraint restrictions. So for example, those things that you see inside, I don't know, Closebot, Zappy Chat, or Conversation AI, that they say, hey, put your URL in here to train the bot. They're using a similar API calls. They feed the content of the website or a content of a Google Doc and basically tell the chatbot to only answer question around this thing and don't go off the script. So there's nothing fancy. None of those are like anything fancy. You can definitely do it yourself. Again, this is not something that I want to say that those are not powerful. They're pretty good and they've done a pretty good job. We built our own as well. So yeah, I'm just trying to say like it is not something that is extremely difficult. If you don't want to use any of our products, you can build it yourself as well. Anyway, so I built a quick example of how someone can go ahead and start building it for themselves. So this is like a snapshot that we give to our customers, the ones that they want to use their own training and those kind of things and their own open API, not our software, which is separate. So what it does, it basically does two simple workflow. One of them is setting up the chatbot, and this is where I want to talk about webhooks. So basically we're using webhooks to be able to contact and kind of like talk with the OpenAI API. Now don't worry about these things. These are basically the parameters that we use to do minimal training and those kind of things to get the chatbot going. And these webhooks, you can either use it with Zapier. So basically this is how you replace the webhook URL. So what's going to happen is when a contact gets created, the webhook is going to send this information that we have in here to Zapier, and inside the Zapier, once we receive those, we can tell it that, hey, go ahead and do an OpenAI call, which is GPT-3. But if you want to use higher than GPT-3, you can use the ChatGPT and basically tell it that, hey, if you want to do an advance, you can actually do an API call, API request, or if you want to just basically try and just do a simple conversation, just click on conversation, continue. It tells you to sign in, and once you sign in and you add that account, you're able to actually pass the information. So basically this data that we are giving to the webhook to the ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT gonna send us a result back, and then we're gonna have another step that we're going to send these results back to our GHL, which is going to come into the other workflow that we have in here in the conversation section. So we're gonna come in here, and this is a very simple conversation. So it's based on the type of reply that we're getting. So it's either going to be chatbot replying to the customer, or the customer replied to us and we're sending back the reply to the chatbot. So that would be the first one, sending back the content of the reply to the chatbot. Now the important part in here is when you're using your own chatbot, you want to keep the conversation. Otherwise, if you just send this last message, the chatbot, it kind of get reset and basically just answer that message, and it doesn't have any content about the previous conversation. So that's why we're using this specific custom field that actually gathers the data about the history of the whole conversation. And what we do with this with our clients, which are mainly in healthcare, because they want to see the conversation, we actually have this conversation on the file within an Excel or Google Docs document. So once the assistant wants to, for example, contact the customer or patients, they all have a history of what the conversation has been going on, and they don't even need to know that this is GHL or how to access GHL. We basically put everything on their platform. So these are the things that you can do when you use a versatile chatbot like this. Either you build it yourself or get the software from someone that actually has it that versatile, that it gives you basically API calls and webhooks that you can do whatever you like with it. So it doesn't forces you to use it with GHL or use it with Hotspot or whatever you have. It's basically a standalone software that you can integrate it with any type of business CRM or websites that is out there. So that was kind of like our goal, and our goal of what we built for our clients. And this is actually the basis of how we started building that chatbot. And I just wanted to share this with you guys. If someone is out there and want to know how these things works, or just interested into like playing around, definitely give it a go. It's very cool, and you might end up with your own chatbot that is tailored to your business or the clients that you serve. That's pretty much it for today. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you would like to see it in action, actually how the chatbot works, or want to know like more about our software. We haven't publicly released it yet. It's just internal for our own clients because they're loving it. We're just not gonna give it out at the moment, but we have planned to actually release it for the new year. So let me know if you're interested to have a look at it. And yeah, as usual, please do make sure that you like, share, subscribe. And if you have any questions, or you want to know more about our softwares and services, there's a link down there, or you just can go and visit gmitechnology.com. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.